This is TommSlickTV.com.
All your sports talk in one spot. I'm your host, Steve Taylor, and along with my team, to my far right, the king trolls of social media, Mr. Reggie Sykes.
Dilly.
In the middle, we have the first lady of sports, Miss Michelle Hayes.
First one.
And who's not in the studio today, but is on location, is Smoooooth with 5 O's.
Ooh.
All right, y'all, let's get this started. So, right now we're going to talk about Bryce Harper and this 13-year, $330 million contract that he just signed with the Philadelphia Phillies.
I tell you what, that contract made me wish I hadn't quit playing Little League Baseball.
Man, what do you tell?
13 million?
What do you tell?
I mean, 13 years, $330 million. That's a great deal for him and security for his family and everything.
Right.
But the question is it going to take more than just him to make the Phillies better? I say they're going to have to spend some more money. Rumors out there that they're going to spend a little bit more money on some other players. But I just don't think one player is going to make you into a contender. You know, Yankees thought that when Alex Rodriguez signed with them, they was going to win a championship. Did they win a championship with Alex Rodriguez?
I think they won one with Alex.
But they thought they won one,
but they thought they was going to win multiple.
Yes.
But you know what? I was following something this morning, and they kind of went back and did a history on Bryce Harper. And see, I didn't know, because I'm a fair weather baseball fan, but I do watch it. I watch it when the Yankees play. But anyway, they went back and they did some things about Bryce. And I didn't know that Bryce Harper was knocking the ball 570 yards as a freshman in college. They was calling this kid the one when he was in high school.
In high school, yeah.
Check this out. This man didn't finish high school so he could start baseball earlier, so he could go to the league earlier. Now, you know, that's a big deal in basketball and football. But in baseball and other sports like that, no big deal. You get drafted right out of high school.
Right out of high school.
Right out of high school.
You can understand that a little bit, you know, because in football, a boy's body against a man's body, you know. Even though they allow him in hockey, and I think hockey is a full contact sport too.
It is.
You know, so you have little issues, but you're right. I think he was on Sports Illustrated or something at 15 years old.
Yeah.
So he was labeled the one as a long time.
Just like LeBron was. The chosen one is what they called him.
Yeah.
Hey, Harry, you got anything on that, man?
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to be honest. 300 mil is a lot of money for one player. Period. I don't care what kind of deal it is, that's a lot of money.
I hear you.
Well, you know, baseball makes all kinds of money. You know, baseball is worldwide. If you think about it, I mean, all those Caribbean, just look where all the players are coming from. South America, Central America, and everything, you know? It's a world, you know, they can broadcast rights and everything. They wouldn't pay it if they didn't have it.
But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna bring this up again, because I know it's going to be brought up again, because right now we got the combine going on downtown. But if I was Kyler Murray, especially after what Bryce Harper just signed for, and you're any kind of talent, come on, man. You ain't getting ready to make no $330 million in football. Maybe over a period of time in football you might make it. But this cat that already made good money before this contract. Yeah. And now he just signed for 13 years for $330 million. And he's not a kid. He's 26 years old. and signing his contract.
Well,
I
you know,
get it, Steve.
hello,
I get
Kyler
it.
Murray.
I get it.
Hello, Kyler Murray. And
I
guess
disagree.
what? He's going to walk away from baseball still with all his body intact, with all this money.
I
Kyler, you
disagree.
ain't going to walk away from football like that.
It doesn't matter,
Period.
Steve.
Period.
Steve, Kyler, it's not all about money all the time. It's about the love of the sport that you want to do. He loves football.
Right.
He's a good player in baseball. He could get, a lot of money. But is he going to be really happy? It's not all about the money. It's about the sport that he wants to play. And he's made it very clear. Very clear. And I agree with you. Money's not everything. You want to play the sport that you want to play that makes you happy.
I'm going to give you 2 examples of what I see going on. First of all, he used baseball as a bargaining chip because the A's were granted special permission to give him a rookie contract of $7 million to entice him to come play baseball. So, anytime a league is giving out exempts, they want you in that league.
True.
Next, if money ain't everything, if money was everything, AD would have signed back with New Orleans for $230 million.
We're talking, okay.
Apples to oranges.
We're
talking professional sports.
roughly $23 million a year.
But what it is, Smoooooth, what I'm trying to say is they trying to tell this dude, play the sport that's going to make you the most money.
No,
What's
that's not
going to
what I'm
make
saying.
you? That's what
That's
you
not what
said,
I'm
Steve. You
no,
said.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You
No,
said,
I'm not. I'm not at all.
Colin,
I'm not saying that.
What kind of
I'm saying
you
at
basically
5'10", 207 pounds, which he was measured at the combine, you gonna make more money in baseball, but you're gonna end your career in better health. I'm thinking of your health. I'm not really thinking of the money because you're a professional.
Steve,
you're a
there's
professional.
no guarantee. You're
You're a
talking about the
professional
hit.
player.
You're talking
go
about the hit.
baseball
But
and
you can
still-
tear ACL.
Yeah,
MCL.
Yeah,
He
but you gonna
wants
do
to-
that at 30 and 40 years old. At baseball, as opposed to doing that as soon. Man, that dude,
he's made his money.
that dude could get hit.
He's made his
He
money.
could get
though.
hit in his first couple of years and may not even come back.
Let me tell you
at that
something.
size.
The league is going to start moving away from big quarterbacks. From 6'4", 6'6", 230, 240. They're going to move to a more elusive quarterback, smaller quarterback. Quarterback in Seattle.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. There's another one. I can't think of his name right
Drew
now.
Brees.
Drew Brees. Yeah. So you're going to see a more elusive, faster quarterback coming. They're still going to have the big prototype quarterbacks.
And then you got
But your size
you
will
got
never
what's
hold
his
you
name?
back.
You got
Look at
what's name in
Doug Flutie.
Cleveland. You got what's name in Cleveland.
I was just thinking Doug Flutie.
Yeah, but Doug Flutie did more of his damage in the CFL, which isn't the NFL by far. But he did more of his damage in the CFL.
He did
was
damage in the
okay.
NFL.
He was okay in the NFL,
He
but
did
he
that.
wasn't what he was in the CFL.
Okay.
He won multiple championships in the CFL.
Yeah.
Which is a totally different game. It's football, but it's a totally different game with the way it's played.
And when you get down to it, what Reggie said, it's getting back to that smaller quarterback.
Elusive.
It just doesn't matter about Kyler being that size. He can still do what a big man does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can, as far as like getting that ball out, as long as he's protected, he's still gonna be able to do that.
The
So
key thing
I'm
is
with
be
you, Kyler.
protected.
Football's
Key thing is be protected.
going to the read option.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading that defensive end. Are you pulling it or you're not?
If you hear and you know what's going on, it don't matter. I just feel like the size has nothing to do
You're
with
right.
it.
I agree with you.
It has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta understand. Let me help you out a little bit.
Okay.
It's not the size of the player. Okay, it's the size of his heart.
There you go. And here,
Okay.
can you
have
here?
guys like Jamarcus Russell, mental, yeah. But you have guys like Jamarcus Russell, big quarterback, who couldn't play for nothing. They got to the NFL and their talent sucked. They was big guys with big arms and could not win, couldn't even get to the playoffs. Now, if you think, you look at the guys who are making it to the playoffs, as Kyler Murray, they're doing an awesome job.
Hey, Smooth. You can't
I
use that as an example because you can't use that as an example because he was on that lane.
Yeah.
His mind went into football. His mind was getting messed up.
I'd have I'd rather you use Vince. I'd rather use Vince Young than Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell was garbage. Jamarcus Russell was garbage the minute he left LSU.
Hey, look. They gave Jamarcus Russell a video with nothing on it and asked him if they said, go study these tapes. It wasn't nothing on tape. Next day they said, you studied? They said, yeah, I'm ready to go. It was on that league, so you can't use that as an example.
Yeah, man, I'd rather you use Vince Young as an example of that, man, than Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, because now Vince, Vince Young is another.
Strong arm, talent to run.
Right.
I mean, but he couldn't bring a championship.
Well, you can't really judge Vince Young because he didn't have the throwing motion. His throwing motion was garbage. He wasn't accurate with his throwing. He was more of a running quarterback, like they used to do when they had the leather helmets and everything. You know? I like this Young, don't get me wrong, but you know, I'm just telling what I know. You know?
He compared him to Y.A. Tittle. He said with the leather helmet. We done went back to 1950.
Well, really, we are though, because you're starting to see a lot more quarterbacks run.
The
guy in Louisville.
Quarterbacks right now. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland drafted a small quarterback that everybody thought was too small.
Baker Mayfield. But Baker's 6 foot though. Baker's a legit 6 foot. He's a legit 6 foot, like Drew Brees.
They were still saying Baker was too. They were still saying Baker was too small to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Proved them wrong though, didn't he? Proved them wrong though, didn't he?
Now you got a guy like Josh Rosen who had plenty of knowledge of the game. A big quarterback with a big arm. What did he do in Arizona? Nothing. They talking about drafting another quarterback.
But you can't blame
The quarterback they talking about drafting is the small quarterback that we're talking about right now.
Yep. But that's
But
because
you can't blame him. That offensive line was garbage.
Garbage. But
if I was constantly looking to get hit,
that's because
I ain't got time to throw.
That's because the new head coach said that if he was a head coach of an NFL team, he would draft Kyler Murray. He said that before the season even started. So that's why they're thinking about drafting him. That's why they're thinking about drafting him, and they're going to use Josh Rosen as trade bait or something of that nature, so they can get something better.
Okay, let's move on now to Michelle's funky, funny, raise your eyebrow moments. Have y'all seen PJ Tucker? PJ Tucker, I'm telling you, he just like lost his mind, you know, when Eric Gordon passed him the ball in. He acted like, you know, he just was like the ball was just alienated to him. He didn't know what to do with it. But check this out.
PJ Tucker looks at the ball like it's a ticket to Kenny's party. The red ones.
He didn't want it's a ticket to the party. Yeah.
Now, what do y'all think about that? That's crazy.
Oh, that was
My opinion is that I just feel like he's not in the game. You know, that's what makes you raise your eyebrows, for one. He wonders why James Harden gets mad at him all the time. You see he's real frustrated. Just bonehead moves like that.
I can see why the Harden would be mad at him. But I tell you what, we was just talking about Jamarcus Russell on lean. PJ Tucker may be on that same league. I mean, you throw the ball, you're a professional basketball player. Bro, what was you doing? Now, I can see people like the clock's ticking down and you trying to save time by not picking the ball up before you dribble down court. But Eric clearly threw you the ball as an inbounds pass. Maybe he wanted you to pick it up and give it back to him. And you sitting up there looking at the ball, dancing. Brother, this ain't dodgeball. Come on, man. Pick the ball up, man. Oh, man.
What you think, Ray?
Oh, man.
He was playing hot potato.
Hot potato.
That's what it was.
He was playing something.
Hot potato.
He wasn't playing basketball. And then the little funky defense he did after that. Really, dude? Now you're going to try to reach in and steal the ball? You gave more enthusiasm on defense than you did on offense.
Right.
Man, I don't know.
Hey, but let me tell y'all though, if you really pay attention to what happened, the ref made a bad call because that score should have never happened because his foot was out of bounds when he reached back in and grabbed the ball. So he should have been taking the ball out instead of him scoring.
Oh, let's not get into the ref thing. Let's not
How
do that.
was that? What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
Nah, I'm just disagree. Eric,
PJ Tucker, no. PJ Tucker's foot was out of bounds when he reached back in to try to get the ball.
he never reached for the ball. That's the problem. That's the eyebrow moment that I'm talking about.
But he's talking about when he was
Eric
on defense.
threw him the ball in, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just circled around it like he didn't know what is this.
But he said he was out of bounds.
He wasn't out of bounds.
That's what
He's
he's saying.
saying on defense when the player from the other team grabbed the ball.
So automatically, when the other team got the ball down in their court, he went up.
Yeah.
You know, that's whether he's out of bounds or not. It doesn't matter. The offensive person has the ball throwing the ball up. So it really wouldn't have mattered what PJ.
If your foot. Come on, Miss Referee. You know if it's out of bounds. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if you football or basketball. If any part of your body is out of bounds and you touching that ball, it's a dead play now.
He never touched the ball. That's the problem.
She's not catching on. She's not catching on to what part we talking about. You talking about what happened is he didn't touch the ball. So the player on the other team picked the ball up to get ready to go score.
Mm-hmm.
PJ Tucker reacted to that, reached in, and that's when his foot was out of bounds. That's what Smooth's talking about.
Whose foot was out of bounds?
PJ Tucker's was.
But the offensive player wasn't. So don't go to referee and I'll teach you something real quick.
That's what I was saying. Now she's following. Now she's in. Now she's in.
Because you know, you refs be missing calls, so you know, I don't know what y'all be.
Here we go. We pushing buttons.
We're human, but I'm going to tell you about this. You don't have to be a rocket science to know this one. It doesn't matter if the defensive person is out of bounds. If the offensive person is in the bounds, like if Reggie right now was shooting a layup, I'm standing on the out of bounds just because I reach in. That doesn't make the ball out. You're out of bounds. Now if PJ Tucker took control of the ball while he was out, oh yeah, it's the other team's ball. He's out of bounds. Don't let me bring it. 9 years, baby. Don't let me bring it out to you. But anyway.
we got a sudden referee lesson. That's what we talk about. That's what the sports spot is all about, man.
That's
right
why
there.
I coach and you referee.
Exactly. I'm gonna ask you one thing though, and then we can move on. One thing. If a referee is out of bounds, okay, listen. If a referee's out of bounds, say Reggie was passing the ball to Steve. But the ball hit the referee while he was out of bounds. Whose ball is it?
It's the other team's
ball.
Okay, why?
Because the referee's part of the court.
There you go. See? Same thing with the PJ thing. Just because he's standing out of bounds, that has nothing to do with that offensive player who is in bounds. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. I'll stick to refereeing, you stick to coaching, and we'll be good.
There we go.
Okay, I see the refs make their own rules.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right, guys, that's the end of my funky, funny, raise your eyebrow moment. And Tucker, keep your head in the game. Grab the ball.
All right, y'all. So we're about to move on to our next segment, which is Smooth 5 Oohs of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the best part of the show right here. This is the 5 O's of the day. The first one I got coming to you now is Tobias Harris dunking on JaVale McGee, who should have stayed with Golden State, but hey, it is what it is.
Kyle Kuzma, the prevailing storyline here early as Boban Marjanovic checked into the game for the Clippers. Oh, Harris, say it with your chest.
Now, I don't understand why JaVale McGee got in the way of that dunk. He should have just stepped back out of bounds or something. Just that ball right there. I honestly, I don't even know why the Lakers even picked him up.
Well,
that's just a waste of money to me.
When you're in a losing program like the Lakers,
what y'all trying?
when you're in a losing program, it don't matter. I mean, everybody dunking on the Lakers, so it really don't matter.
I guess I should have said, what do y'all think besides that troll over there?
I tell you what, man, I'm with you on the fact that JaVale McGee probably should have stayed out of the way. And then not only that, he smacked the man in the face. I wonder if a foul was called, because a foul should have been called. So I guess he looked at it as, if I don't stop the ball, let me stop him, because he smacked him all in the face. It's one thing to get posterized, but it's another thing to get posterized and make a foul.
Now that wasn't a posterized.
What was all that about? I mean, really?
That was a dead body.
And I think what happened is JaVale McGee disease now, where once you get a little bit older, you start decreasing your jump by like 5 inches. So now it looks like he can't get over a telephone book.
Stop that.
Get out of here.
Stop that. No.
Now I'm going to defend your Lakers on that with your
No. I got your back on that one. I got your back on that one.
Yeah, they throw a lot of alley-oops to JaVale McGee.
Yeah, he's still getting up
they throw
now.
some alley-oops. A lot of them go over his head nowadays
He's
too.
still getting
he
up.
jumps and looks at him like,
See,
"Ooh,
but-
I couldn't get to that."
But you got to understand, this is from Steve, who can barely touch the bottom of the net. So, you know, he's a little jealous, you know?
At
That's what I'm
50.
saying,
At
you know?
50. But I'm back in my 20s, I was dunking. So we'll not even go there.
I can vouch for that. He can get up back in the day.
It is what it is.
Y'all ever seen that commercial?
We're gonna run it down for 2 real quick. I'm sorry, Shay, let me cut y'all.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead,
You
go ahead.
good. Then number 2.
All right, the number 2, we got my boy Jason Tatum for them Celtics dunking off on Ben Simmons, which was so lovely, so lovely.
Horford doesn't get it to go, but didn't give up on the play, kept it alive. Back at you. Put him in the spin cycle.
Even though the Celtics really ain't doing what they supposed to do this year, but Jason Tatum, that boy is nice. That dunk cut to the basket and yamming on Ben Simmons, that was just, I don't know, light skin over light skin abuse or something.
Not the light skin on light skin. Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
not the boy, you throwing shade?
But the part that got me was Ben thought he was doing something. He got an open dunk at the other end, but Tatum didn't hear him was just embarrassing.
Put it in his face.
It was nasty.
Yeah, put it in his face. That was real nasty.
Nasty.
Yep. But Jason Tatum need to do a little bit more of that, because he was an all-star last year, and this year he's watching the stars. So he need to go and step his game up a little bit himself.
I think Jason Tatum is playing okay. We'll get on that on the NBA rumors. That's not Tatum's fault that Boston is playing the way they are.
Okay, we'll touch on
discuss that a little bit later.
We're going to touch on that on another segment.
Plus,
Okay.
it's not the playoffs yet. It's not the playoffs yet. So, you know, everybody's game is going to step
Yeah, I
up.
got you.
Everybody's game's going to be
and I'm
different.
with you, Troll, on that. We're going to talk about that. But this third one I got for y'all was that boy from Indiana, that young boy, Miles Turner.
Oh!
Oh, my God. When he did to Jonathan Isaac, oh, my Lord.
Joseph coming in off a 12-assist, no-turnover performance Thursday night against the Timberwolves. Turner down the lane, powers it down!
He sure did, with Isaacs at the rim.
Oh, my goodness. Did y'all see that right there? That man just came through there and just stuffed it in his face. Get out the way. Kiss me on the neck or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he showed my jump about that shot.
Boy, that was a nasty dunk, and I'm a little biased, we know that, but hey, that's what we play Miles to do. Dunk on folks.
I'm just going to put it like this. Let's just call that dunk DOA. Because that was dead on arrival. Miles Turner caught him a body right there. You hear me?
Wow.
Miles Turner caught a body. What they should have did after that dunk was bought the gurney out, put that boy on, and took him over to Methodist somewhere to make sure he still had a pulse. Because that was nasty.
All I got to say about it is, you know how he gets the kids or whatever, they get a backpack for every block shot?
Yeah.
They need to give him 10 backpacks for that dunk after that. He dunking like that, automatic 10. So yeah, Miles did his thing on
Or
that.
some free pizza or something.
Now these last two, I'm going to be honest with y'all. These are my favorites. You know what I'm saying? This next one comes from a guard. I love it when the guards put it in the big man's face. I couldn't believe it. Steven Adams dunks on Anthony Davis. Woo!
That last pass by Rondo.
Oh my God, did y'all see how that guard just went through there and just showed Anthony Davis why he should have just went on here and kept him out there and didn't talk about going nowhere, because now everybody wants to disrespect him. Oh my goodness.
More shade from you?
Steven Adams just, man.
I think you getting trolling
The
lessons.
sun came out on Anthony Davis' face.
I think you get trolling lessons.
I
man.
guess you don't want him in LA now because he got dunked on by a guard.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, man, he just got Jamel McGee, man. I don't know if he need to go over there.
Oh man. So we're going to have to change AD's name to what? Another dunk? Because he got dunked on so tough. Just another dunk or what?
He got the right name, AD. A dunk.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. Now, this next one right here, number 5, I got to give this young guy some props to the NBA. I mean, I love it when the foreign players come out and show why they deserve to be into the NBA. Mario Izanza did a huge dunk on Marquise Chris, man. I mean, I don't understand why Marquise got in the way. He should have tripped, fell down, like, you know. He tripped over a shooter. I don't know. But this was just embarrassing.
Here comes Smith. You got to keep him in front of you because he wants to get to the rack.
You're right.
Here comes Hazoni. He does two.
Oh,
Thumped
my
it.
goodness.
Oh, and then he eyeballs Marquise Chris, as we showed or saw right here. Now watch the stare. Admiring your work.
Oh my God! Just see how that man just drove that baseline right there. He just power stuffed it in his face.
Nasty.
Ugly.
Kind of reminded me of that old school John Starks dunk when he dunked on Jordan there.
Wow.
That's what that kind of reminded me of.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, buddy, you remember that one, boy? That's a classic.
And then John did that left-handed. Wasn't that left-handed he came up over Jordan?
I can't even remember. I know it was one hand, and it was over Pippen and Jordan. Made them look silly.
Oh yeah. Came down.
They didn't win the series. They didn't win the series, but they won that dunk.
That dunk is still played today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this one's probably gonna be played for a long time too.
Well, that right there is gonna be in New York history right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All day.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for enjoying the 5 for the day.
Ooh. Now we're going to get into the rumor mill. And we kind of hit on it a little bit earlier with the locker room drama that people will not acknowledge in Boston with Kyrie Irving. It seems like, you know, he's one of the best players in the world, but it seems like he's a little confused about his leadership skills or something. He should be able to get these young boys to ball with him. And I don't know if it's his personality that's driving the wedge in the team, or is it Gordon Hayward not producing? I'm not sure. I mean, Boston is loaded. And when you come to a loaded team, you got to kill your egos. You got to play like a team.
Right.
And you know, I'm beginning to think Kyrie Irving is a little bit like Jimmy Butler.
No way.
You know what? Now I'm gonna say this real quick. I heard an interesting point. 2 interesting points over this week. The first point was the fact that, you know, we know what Kyrie can do as a guard. We know his scoring ability and how he able to, you know, just all around. The mid-range shot, he can do the long-range shot, and he can drive the bucket. So we all, and the handles are just crazy. So we know that. But if he shares the ball more, it seems that the team, the offense moves better, the team score better. He's getting younger players back into the game. It just seems like if he would share the ball more, that it would be a lot better. That was just one point. The other point I heard was the fact that Brad Stevens tried to make everybody adjust to Gordon Hayward coming back instead of making Gordon Hayward adjust to what the team had already been set up while in their absence.
Well,
So, we should have just had Gordon Hayward adjust to what the chemistry you already had there. Add Kyrie, let Gordon be a part of the second team coming off the bench, and not because he's messing up Brown's game. He's messing up Tatum's game.
I don't want to say he's messing it up.
Steve, you in the house today. We are all against you today, boy.
That's all right. Be against me.
Because I'm
No, it's not against you. It's just like, okay, I'll say this, Reggie.
Now, hold on. Wait. I ain't gonna let y'all jump on Steve like that.
No, we're not jumping on him. We're not jumping on him. But he can't say Kyrie is the reason.
I didn't say Kyrie.
Well, he said Gordon
I
Hayward.
didn't say Kyrie.
But if
I
you
said
think
Gordon
about it, last year in the playoffs, they didn't have Kyrie or Gordon Hayward,
Exactly.
and they played more like a team.
Exactly.
So you can't really say that Kyrie. Well, maybe I'm gonna say Kyrie the problem because of his attitude, not necessarily because of his play.
Not his
Yeah,
play.
but what
Not
I'm
his
saying
play.
is, what I'm saying is that my second point was that by bringing them back, he allowed.
You did say that.
That's not what I said. This is what I said. Let me repeat what I said. I said that by bringing Gordon Hayward came back, they made their team just to Gordon Hayward instead of making Gordon Hayward adjust to the team that was already established. That's what I said. And it's messing and affecting Jason Tatum's and Brown's game.
That's what I heard. I'm saying.
It's making them adjust their game.
Okay.
What he should have did was kept the nucleus the way it was.
Okay.
Had Gordon work himself into the rotation wherever he could.
Kyrie wasn't part of that because he was hurt last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
He
you
wasn't
add
playing.
Kyrie to what you already had.
Gordon
there.
doesn't start doing.
Bottom line.
He was. He
but it's
doesn't
going
now.
down.
Bottom line.
Because Brad Stevens is trying to make that adjustment.
Right.
That adjustment should have been made at the beginning of the year.
Check
Well, you
your
don't
stats.
know.
Check your stats.
Yeah.
Check your stats.
Check
Check your stats. Hold on, Smooth. Hold on for a second. Boston was playing with Kyrie. Now, y'all remember I said this. Roll the tape back. 45% of the time they were winning. When Kyrie was out, guess what it was? Up in the 55. Check it out.
Yeah, but that's what
Kyrie needs to come in instead of trying to be the boss because he's playing the cost right now as far as I'm concerned. He needs to trust his players. I don't care if it's Hayward. I don't care if it's Tatum. I mean, he's got to trust them because they were doing their thing without him.
And that
So
falls
that
into
means
the
you
first
need
point.
to come in,
That
Kyrie.
falls into the first point that I
So,
said.
so Kyrie, you need to come in and fit in where you fit in because I feel like 45, 55, that's a big jump. That's a big jump for you being out of the game and then you being in the game. So you get in where you fit in and then gel with the game again. Gel with the team again.
Half the problem is they need to be more like the Pacers.
Thank you.
The Pacers like each other.
Thank you.
Boston
Brothers.
don't like each other.
Brothers.
I'm glad you said that, Michelle, because that was one of the points I was about to make.
That the Lakers don't like each
One
other?
thing that we have to realize is you got to realize who took his place.
Right.
It was guards who took his place. So
Right.
You just took away playing time for Rozier and them guys
Exactly.
who was actually sharing the ball and getting everybody
Yeah.
game going.
Which is
Right.
back to the point I was making. Is now that he's sharing the ball.
He's not.
What's Smooth?
He's trying to take control like he's LeBron.
Smooth, you have a good point.
It's not working for him.
You have an excellent point, Smooth. Why don't you preach that to your Lakers? They doing the same thing. Preach that to your Lakers. They don't like each other either.
The difference between the Lakers and Boston is Boston has established the point to where they didn't have their superstar and they made the playoffs.
There you go.
Okay?
There you
And
go.
You taking their minutes away and, their time on the court, and then you just lay out there, you're not really sharing the ball with them. That's frustrating.
Right.
It is
You know
frustrating.
what you can do because you was doing it without them guys.
Right.
But you can't be like that. You need to have a workman's attitude like the Pacers. The Pacers don't know who's going to be the leading scorer game tonight. They're just like
Exactly.
Not only is talent important in a basketball team, it's chemistry.
That's right.
And what the Lakers and Boston don't have right now is chemistry where they actually like each other because too much is going on in the media.
Yep. Chemistry and camaraderie.
And I'm gonna
You
be honest,
need that.
y'all,
Just
I'm
remember
it's not
this.
Brad Stevens, I'm going to blame. I'm going to blame Al Horford because he is the veteran on that team, the veteran big man on that team. And he should be able to pull them guys together and say, hey,
Right.
we are the championship squad. And
Right.
this is what we need to be doing. It ain't
Right.
about Kyrie and about Joe Eagles.
But you know what? But you know what though?
And we should be able to be winning better.
You know
That's
what
exactly
though?
right,
You're
Smoooooth.
exactly right. And you bring up another point. I'm going to say that's why Kyrie made that phone call to LeBron, because he wanted to learn how to lead these young fellas into the next level. But like I said, the point I made is when he first came back, he wanted to score. Now he's learning, I'm going to have to pass this ball to make the offense work. Because him being the bulk of the scoring is not this ain't Houston. The reason why what's the name said he was doing all that scoring is because his team needed him to score to get him to the point where they are now. Kyrie didn't need to do that.
Wrong again.
Kyrie didn't need to do that.
Wrong again.
That is
He's
what
doing that.
he
He's doing
He's
that
a ball
because he's
hog.
trying to do that because he want to win the MVP. He don't care about winning.
Okay.
He trying to win the MVP.
I wouldn't agree with that.
What you
part of
saying?
it. I wouldn't agree with
That's
that.
what you're
part of
saying.
it,
But when CP was gone, this is what he stated.
Steve, one
I'm
more
doing
close
this.
report and you
I'm
going in the
doing
penalty
this
box.
to keep my team afloat until we get to the point. Now that Chris is back, his scoring went down. He's not scoring as much. He's still shooting quite a bit, but he's not scoring as much.
58 points the other day.
Yeah, 58 the other day, but what about the day before that? 30. He's only averaging 29 points a game.
Yeah, Steve, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you say.
You know, we're so
Whatever you
used to
say.
hard. Listen, we're
Whatever you
so
say.
used to hard and scoring like that, scoring like that, scoring like that, scoring like that.
Nobody said that was going to win the championship.
He have a 35-point game, and it's like, what's wrong with him? What
Right,
you mean?
right.
The dude is still.
Who is coming out, y'all? It's just not. It's a no-brainer to me. It's a no-brainer.
So who you say?
I'm saying Milwaukee. Come.
Milwaukee's going to
Giannis and
have.
them
Milwaukee, like you said, it's a 7-game series, and it's a slower game. Does Milwaukee have the bench to contend in a
Yes, I believe
7-game
they do.
series?
I believe they do.
Because you got to have a bench in the
I believe they
playoffs.
do.
And that's why I say what I say
Well, they
about
cut it down a little bit.
Yeah.
They cut their
Well,
shot
that's why I
down.
say that's why I say
surely
what
don't.
No, Boston got a halfway decent bench though.
Who?
They do have a halfway
Who?
decent bench.
Name two.
Because you got Rozier coming off the bench. You got
Rozier
Brown
don't
coming
even
off
play
the
when
bench.
Kyrie's playing. The only time Rozier play is when he's hurt, and y'all know that.
True. They
He
got
played the
Brown.
other night
They got
and
Brown.
played well.
And that's part of their problem right there. They need Rozier in that game to run that point.
Amen. Say it again, brother. I've been saying it for a while.
You just saying that
Kyrie-
because you want Kyrie to come to the Lakers. That's the only reason you're saying that. You can get out of here with that, Tom.
Understand something. If you let Rozier run that point, put Kyrie at the shooting guard, let Taylor run that small
He's too short to play shooting guard.
I'm telling you. Who?
He's too short to play shooting guard. Yeah, Rozier.
I mean,
he can shoot,
Kyrie.
though.
He's still shooting.
Oh,
Kyrie.
Yeah, but Kyrie,
He's already a defensive liability.
Yeah, he's a ball. He has to have that ball in his hand. He can't run. He's not going to run off a pick or run off anything
Right.
to be a shooting guard.
Right.
You know. Now, what's the name? Can play shooting guard even though he's at a short height just because he's a shooter. Steph Curry. But Steph Curry's used to running off a pick and getting
Steph
himself
moves
open.
constantly, so that don't.
Yeah, and I don't think Kyrie's that type of player to
He's
be a
not.
shooting guard.
He's
No,
not.
I don't think he can do that.
Well, I mean, he played shooting guard when he was in Cleveland.
Nah, he ran the point. The
Who were at the point?
The shooting guard,
He ain't run no point.
man,
Who? I was gonna say that. Who ran the point in Cleveland?
hold on.
Kyrie better come
Hold
off
on.
of something while
Hold
LeBron
on.
bringing
The
it down. That's how that
shooting
went
guard
down.
was drinking Hennessy. What you talking about? The shooting guard was drinking Hennessy. J.R. Smith was the shooting guard, but he was on that hand.
No.
There go your shooting guard. Man,
No. Kyrie wasn't running nothing in Cleveland.
he was running.
That's what his problem was.
He kept the ball in his hand.
But he played
Only
his
two
role.
people had the
He
ball in
played
his
his
hand in
role,
Cleveland.
though. He
Only two
was-
people had the ball. LeBron and him. Who else had the ball?
Got a good point.
That was it. Okay, y'all. Well, thanks for checking out another episode of the Sports Spot. Anybody got any closing word?
I just like to say it's been great being with you. I'm the first lady.
Hey,
I like to say I love trolling, and I'm going to troll Smoooooth and Steve to death because they have made some invalid points today. Just garbage. Just take it up until the whole point.
I must be good today.
Yeah, you
then.
good today. You good today.
Smooth.
I'm gonna let him ride with that one today. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling the fans I'm sorry I wasn't able to be in the studio today, but I will be back for the next show. And for the troll, I'm gonna find you a little hole to throw up.
Thank you. You know what? Me and you both gonna find a rock and put the troll up on. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna take him out to 16th Street Bridge out there in Hallville, right by Long's Donuts, and let him troll that bridge. Cause he sure can't mess with Steve on no troll. I ain't even got no worries about that. So I tell you what, my closing words, as usual, is main thing, don't panic, keep your traffic smooth. You can visit us on Facebook. You can visit the Sports Spot. You can visit us at TommSlickTV.com. You can also visit us on Instagram, Twitter, and Tubler. So thank you very much for another show.
Hey, I don't even know what tubular is.
I don't either. I thought it was Tumblr. Hell, I had to turn my head like my dog. The hell is Tumblr? You mean Tumblr?